Alright, we are back with another deck. We're playing some black-white, sacrifice, black-white, raise the past, I guess maybe would be the best name for it. This is a new Foundations card, similar to Return to the Ranks, Rally the Ancestors, if you're familiar with those. It's 4 mana, and you just get back all your 2-drops, or your 1-drops. So we are filling up our graveyard by sacrificing creatures. We also have Snarling Gorehound, one of the most important cards in the deck. Every time a creature with power 2 or less comes into play, you surveil 1. All of our creatures have power 2 or less, except for the Midnight Reaper. You can play the new Infestation Sage. That'll give you a trigger. You can sacrifice it. All this also matters for Enduring Innocence. Sort of like a 2 power, 2-drop deck, I guess. So yeah, these things trigger off the same thing. And yeah, we're trying to set up our graveyard, mill over things like Bloodwitch and Elas, maybe Vraan. Vraan's not as good because it's once per turn, but eventually you can use things like the Vampire and Bartolomé to sack whatever board you have, play Raise the Past, get everything back, and then just drain people out. Aside from that, you can just beat down, which is one of the nice things about this deck too, is sometimes people will have graveyard hate, and you can just sort of play creatures and attack them. But yeah, that's it for the main deck. I'm trying a Gnawing Vermin. It's just, it can kill maybe like a land or elf or something, and it mills you. Trying a Linkbreaker just because Infestation Sage has been so good for me. I figured I would just try another creature that makes a thing when it dies. And then some Resolute Reinforcements just as 2 bodies. It's nice that it's not like a card like Raise the Alarm because you can actually reanimate it. And it's also important that it's instant because Enduring Innocence is once per turn. So you can use Resolute Reinforcements or Mirrex to trigger your Innocence. We have Mirrex in the deck because the deck's color intensive. It is a 2-color deck with multicolored 2-drops, so having Fountain Port can be awkward at times. And then some Shadowy Backstreets to mill over your stuff. Sideboard is... I wasn't exactly sure how to build the sideboard or what I wanted to pivot with. Decks like this, it can be difficult to board things out, but we have Cut Downs and Sunblessed Healer. If I don't think my opponent has Graveyard Hate, I guess I could board this in, but this is mostly just a lifelinker for the red decks. It has a relevant line of text, but you can just use it to help race. Then I have some Lorans for things like Leyline, Rest in Peace, Ghost Vacuum for other graveyard decks, Get Lost for Temporary Lockdown, Rest in Peace, and then some Duresses. So that is the deck tech. Very excited to play this deck. I've played, there was a Foundation event, I played a deck similar to this a ton, and it felt pretty good, and it was a lot of fun to play. So giving it a shot in traditional standard. Best of 3. There is a exportable list you can copy in the description as always, and I will see you guys in the games. Alright, opponent goes first. This is fine. Island's interesting. I guess Spectral Sailor time maybe. Opt. I wonder what they're playing. That was the Oculus deck? I'm gonna bin everything and hope that this resolves. I think my deck might need more of the Raise the Alarms. Because it feels like Gorehound is important, and it plays in the Gorehound plan pretty well. It's possible I don't need as many of these like Blood Artist type things as I have. I have to have counter spells, right? We have Soul Partition. I go after this thing. Again, just functioning under the assumption that they do not have permission. Sure. Haughty Djinn, yep. Just attack, I don't care if they block. Life gain, I suppose. That might be relevant. Could have just used the maps instead, but I think this is better. Second raise. 2, I don't think I need it. Nah, that was stupid. I probably should just keep the second one. Well, if this resolves, I think we'll be at a good spot. I don't have a Bart, but we do have one way to sacrifice stuff. And I actually don't know if this deck plays counterspells or not. I can't remember. I should have just topped the other one. Because it doesn't matter if the deck traditionally does or not. My opponent obviously could have a counterspell. And it's just like the best card. I think in my head I saw 2 creatures, but I should have been aware of the fact that these were going in the graveyard, and I just messed up. Okay. Yeah. I threw. That sucks. I don't know if that's standard or not. People were playing this early on, but it seemed pretty terrible to me. Sure. Okay. Play this. Play this. Alright, well, I don't know. I guess we could find a Bart. Alright, well, we got there. that's what the deck does. I definitely messed up, but we got fortunate enough to get back into it. So, nice. GG. Alright, back for another game. Opponent goes first. I think this is fine. Play our Infestation Sage. Is it getting bounced? It's aggressive. Maybe an opt? Nope. Sure. So, Oculus again. This is a nice curve where you get to... You can just sack this to draw the card. It's really nice. Helping hand. Alright, well, it's tapped at least. Opponent, come on. Come on, they're uncommons. Just get 4 that match. What's wrong with you? Okay. Get a counter too. That's disgusting if they do. Wow. It's a really strong start. Okay. Alright, well, next... Let's see what they do. I mean, I might just be dead, right? They have double mana. Wow. Yikes. This might be able to give us time. Okay. Okay, opponent. At least they tapped out. Alright, so you're gonna get played. You're gonna get played. I'm gonna draw a card. 5/4. So I attack. They're gonna let me trade. Okay. Do I want to sacrifice anything? I guess I could sacrifice this just for the buff. So on their turn, I could triple sack to draw 2. Yeah, I guess I want to do that instead. I could sack now, but... So we get to Bart, sack, draw, then sack the Innocence, and then sack the other one and draw 2. Gonna die if they have a removal spell, but whatever. I just cantrip 1,000 times. Okay, so we sack this. Then we sack this, I suppose. I need to win rather soon anyway. We'll sack this. If I had to guess, they will have a removal spell, but we're trying our best. That sucks. Well, it's a hard one to beat. We probably win very easily if they don't have the counterspell. So, considering that they did all this like triple helping hand, triple gin stuff. But unfortunate. Good game. Alright, you go first. I will keep. Sounds okay. It's not great. It's a little bit clunky. Give it a go anyway. Turn 1 elf, that's scary. Depending on what the second color is, it might not be that scary. White, okay. So we do have to worry about Rest in Peace. Post board. Calyx on curve. That is terrifying. Alright. I think I'm going to play the Reaper. They have like an ossification and not a... Probably going to have the Ward 2 card. And my life is going to really suck. Okay, so it's hexproof with a Llanowar Elf. That is questionable, but Calyx is incredibly powerful. My deck does not contain removal, so we might just fold. If I don't do anything this turn, we probably can get enough time to set up our Raise the Past. Okay. Will it get trampled? Appears not. I don't know what they would have that would give trample at instant speed. So jump block will get a card back. We're filling up the graveyard. That's a good jump blocker. Okay, what? Opponent throwing. Throwing hard. We're still in a tight spot. There's one here. Is it only when Calyx connects? Or an enchanted creature control deals combat damage to a player? Yeah, this is really bad. Okay. Well, we have 20 life, so let's hope that's good enough. I think I'm going to play this chump, get the drain, draw a card, and then hope to double spell, including Bart, somehow not be dead, and then raise the past and maybe win? Maybe, probably not. This seems like a horrendous matchup. The way my opponent's deck is configured looks kind of questionable, but in general, this matchup seems very bad. Just because we don't have interaction. Like, my opponent just boggles me. My deck's too slow most of the time. There's plenty of things I could do to make my deck better against this style of thing, but Audacity is just a hell of a beast against people trying to jump block. Alright, block. Could double block this, I suppose. Not even sure if that's good. Okay, only taking 4. They get another Ethereal Armor. Probably goes on the Admirer. And then they get a 1/1 counter somewhere else. So maybe no second trample and we're fine. Turn 2 Calyx is fucked up. I don't even know which one they're going to choose. I assume the Ethereal Armor is better. Okay. So we got no help, which part of the plan was getting help, and we got no help. Which is very bad. Very, very, very bad. Navigate this. This is 4 to activate? Of course. I think I have to win next turn. Which is going to be nearly impossible. I could just sack the Midnight Reaper. I could just outright play the Bart and sack the Midnight Reaper. I guess the Midnight Reaper should attack if that's something I'm considering. Don't get the 1/1 counter, but I trade for this, which I guess is fine. I think they won't block. Two here, so it's 2 per drain. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. No, I don't think so. What if I just raise the past? Okay, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to play this. I'm going to sack my Midnight Reaper. I'm going to hope to draw a 2-drop. I'm going to block, sack my creatures, and then hope that the raise the past gets it done. Okay, great. It's important. Put this. Your turn. So I need to not die. Other Audacity probably makes it possible to win. It's very, very bad for me. I think that means I can no longer win. Sucks. Unlucky, I suppose. I could draw another one. That doesn't matter. They're getting too much life. Man, that sucks so bad. We were so close. So 15. This is a 2. So double drains per. That's 2 each. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So yeah, if they couldn't gain life, we had lethal. Very unfortunate. That sucks. Alright, good game. We just raised the board and then sack with double triggers. So close. I mean, well played by me. I think I played in my outs. It's an awkward spot. I think if I didn't, like, I think most people wouldn't just suicide their Midnight Reaper to draw a card there, but it gave me the ability to do enough damage to actually kill them. Just didn't work out. All right. What do we got? Probably goes first, sure. Try this. Authority turn 1. What an annoying card against my deck. Shit. Okay, probably this, right? I actually messed up, right? Did I not have this? I didn't have it. It's probably fine to top that. Maybe even correct. Sort of interesting. I wanted to just play this, but turboing my graveyard is potentially appealing. Well, we could chunk them. I think it's still better to play this. Suppose I should lock in the 4th land at this point. All right. So cast this. Elves. Cast this. You. Attack. So I'm gonna trigger here. So sack this. Yeah, I think we go sack you. Lose out on the drain, but we get the extra card here. We lose the 2-1 as well. I think this was a mistake by me. I think I should have just played a 2-2 and not shrunk my board. Okay. this, get a card. I'd like to mill over a Bart. So, what can I do? Just try to dodge another Sunfall, I suppose. This isn't that good, though. A sack outlet. Means they can't counterspell. I think this is just what I'm supposed to do. I should have gained so much stupid life off this dumbass turn 1 authority. I guess I'm keeping this. The arena auto triggers this stuff. The way that these triggers should be resolving is probably a way that I could do more optimally, but I'm going to be lazy about it. Like, maybe you want the draw trigger somewhere in the middle. So if you find a card that you like, you need to keep it. But we still need a sack. Let's play this. Counterspell. Okay. Attack. Sacrifice this. Draw a card. Drain. I don't think I want that. So still no Bart means I don't. The Sunfall is going to be annoying. Don't want to be milling these. Don't want to be milling lands. I really would like to be milling Bartolomé and 2 mana creatures. Just kind of missing a million times in a row. Okay, we got one. Another one. Okay, beautiful. Thank you. Took a second, but we got there. Alright, so I have to fade a Sunfall. Or temporary lockdown. I mean, maybe I don't have to fade them. My graveyard is loaded, but 15. I mean, this thing is gained in like 40 fucking life. Like, I don't think there will ever be a spot in the history of Jetstream's arena career where a turn 1 authority will be better than against my Raise the Pass deck. It is what it is. Okay. So what point? So this is 2 drains per. 3 drains per. Is this accomplishing anything for me? I guess I do need to. I don't know. I'm just gonna draw cards. Mirrex might be nice. I'll deck myself. Give me 1 life. Maybe I was just supposed to let this get eaten. That was a mistake by me, I think. Okay. Okay. 1, 2, 3. There's 1 in my deck and 20 cards. It just kills them, right? Yeah. Should have played this first, but whatever. You've got to be kidding me, right? Six, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. You were at 1. If you Sunful me, I Mirrex, and then I get 2 maps. Oh, this gains 4. Shit. I really wish I could know how much damage I've dealt to this opponent. My graveyard's 22 cards. I can build all these myself. Alright, thank God. Holy hard mode. Alright, GG. Alright, let's try to get one more game with this deck. You go first. Seems a bit awkward, but whatever. It's fine. I get to keep. As a general rule, I've just been milling over 2-drops, and I think it's probably correct, unless a card is like perfect or a sack. Like you need a sack outlet, right? Like if that was a 2-mana sack outlet, I probably would have kept it. It's really funny. I switched over to Best of 1 to record with this deck, and oh, nice. You'd think that everyone was playing, like everyone is in Best of 3 is playing red decks, and then I don't think I've played against a red deck in Best of 1, which is weird. I guess that's I don't know. There's probably some psychological term for when a card gets banned. Like Leyline got banned, and all the Best 1 players were like, "Oh my God, red's bad." And all the Best 3 players, no card got banned, so people didn't stop playing red decks. I don't know. Ah, the worst. The worst. Well, I guess the one upside is they have to take the Vermin. Fortunate for me, I have my draw engine in play before this came down, so it's not that big of a deal. Didn't expect to see Deep Cavern Bat and Undercity Sewers. Maybe they mess up. Maybe they don't know what this card does. Because who knows what Gnawing Vermin does. So far, this hasn't looked great. They took it. Okay. This curve is nice. The dies trigger creatures into Gourmand. What? The fuck is this? Into Enduring Innocence to get the trigger the turn you play it. It's really nice. They just mess up. I guess it's not that big of a deal. Like, my card sort of sucks, but I don't know if that's what you want to do. They have a counter, they have a counter. Need to find a land. That is very good against this, but I do have the Vermin. This blue-black deck is surprisingly annoying for this deck. The Vermin does seem very useful against the blue-black deck. But this card doesn't get blocked except for by the flying token from the 1/1. And then I have a lot of ways to draw cards. I guess it's just the Enduring Innocence, but that's enough. And so many opportunities for that to come up. Okay. 3 cards in hand. I kind of feel like I'm just racing. Just cast this. It feels sort of silly to not play my rare cards, but here's where we're at. I don't know if there's anything I'm that afraid of. Sure. Should play this first. So now we have to just dodge hard removal. I guess not even. Annoying. It's really, really, really annoying for me. I guess if the Reaper resolves, it's not that big of a deal, though. Do I want to play the Innocence? Yeah, it's the same difference. This is slightly better, I suppose. I may have overreacted. It's probably not that big of a deal. Attacking with it seems horrendous, though. Guess they drew another one, maybe? Okay, so we're drawing a card, but it's on their turn, so it's not as problematic. They could activate this, I guess, but it's them using their mana. Nothing. Okay. Again, I was probably supposed to play my creature first. But whatever. Yeah, I get max punished. That's so fucking random. Fair enough. My bad. Okay. It's really nice for me that this is not in play any longer, but play this your go. Be a difficult game for sure. This trades I draw. Find a raise and hope they don't have a counterspell. It's not bad. That's very good for them. Flyers, not very good. Flyers are appealing. Like, a flyer that gets to be a 2/2 is especially appealing, so maybe they just draw land. Yeah, that was lucky by me. Alright, let's do this first. guess I will keep that. I think I'm not worried about chip damage. I think I'm just worried about finding rays. Okay, this taps next turn. We didn't play this last turn because we want to draw here. Obviously. Should have played my land. They don't have a fairy. So they could counter. Or I guess, yeah. They could counter. It's pretty bad not to play the land. Yeah, of course, I just always get max punished. Ah, man. This deck has been unlucky, to say the least. Just like, whatever. Okay, cool. Oh, it's up like a creature. I was very ready for another land there. Can't block a flyer. I would just like a raise. Just give me a raise. Come on. We've had a rough day. I've been trying to record with this stupid thing for hours. That's not bad. Alright, well, we're set up to succeed. That's for certain. This flyer's going to be a redraw. They can't attack with anything else. Otherwise, it gives me 2 cards. And then it drains them for 2. So, our board is great. Their board is good. I have 3 rays in the deck. All my creatures draw me 2 cards. I get to draw 2 cards a turn, though. This attack is just so bad. It just drew me 2 cards. And then took 2 damage and I gained 2 life. Or took 3 damage and I gained 3 life. It's just the worst attack of all time. Alright, well there's a creature. I think we are set. I don't even know if we need to raise anymore. Flooding as well. Okay, play this. Draw 2 cards. Sack outlet would be awesome. Attack with this. Should I attack with more? At this point, maybe I'm supposed to just let them draw and maximize my damage. I don't think they have that much life gain. How are they going to gain life? That's blue-black. They're just going to find spot removal, but I don't know if I care about that. Sure, this is fine. The Enduring Innocence is going to draw a card, and we get the drain. Okay, so now this one resets. Take 3, I gain 3. Play this and draw. Can't help but wonder if this game was just like infinitely unwinnable. My opponent just threw in a bunch of spots. Take it. It is Arena Ladder. We're not playing at the Pro Tour. So you're at 6. Every time a creature dies, draining for 5. You get a card, that's fine. Probably need spot removal spell. I'm just, yeah, I should have done this first, but whatever. Yeah, I apologize. This this deck is very cool. I just rough day, you know. Hopefully, I think I had some audio problems and then other stuff, and then yeah, you drew Nurtai, sure. Does that matter? I don't think it does. I get to draw anyway, right? I think since all damage happens at the same time, it doesn't matter. I'm gonna get the drain off. They're gonna go to 4. They have to block 4 things. Whenever one thing dies, they lose the game. I guess if the Vraan, yeah, it just doesn't matter. I think it's impossible for them to not be dead here. I think they were dead before I did this Snarling whatever, but oh, okay, yeah. Never mind, they're not. Okay. It is that. No, it doesn't matter, right? Alright, good game. Nice. Alright, well, kind of bait and switched. Made it look like it was best of 3. We switched over to best of 1, but a little bit better for this deck, I think. So, thanks, like, subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.